Day 5, Metal Embossing. Today we will be embellishing our metal piece. For today's assignment, you will need black acrylic paint and Sharpie markers. Before you begin, make sure that you have a messy mat or white piece of paper or newspaper, whatever, underneath your metal plate so that you don't ruin the surface you're working on. Take your black paint and paint over the whole entire surface of your metal plate, making sure that you get into all of the grooves that you've created with embossing. Be careful not to press too hard because you don't want to ruin all of the work that you've already created. As soon as you've completely covered your metal plate with the acrylic paint, take a paper towel and brush over the surface of the plate. The goal of this process is to allow the paint to stay in those crevices so that the details pop out and are more distinguishable. As you're wiping away the paint, decide which areas you want to leave black and which areas you want to completely remove. You will need several paper towels to complete this process. I also dampened a Q-tip with water to get into those fine areas that I wanted to remove the paint from. If at some point as you're removing the paint you realize that you wanted a little bit more paint in different areas, by all means you can add more paint to the surface. When you're completely finished adding and subtracting paint from your plate and you are happy with the end result, you can stop here. But if you'd like to add a little color to your work, then let's begin. I suggest that if you do add Sharpie marker to your metal plate, you only pick out one, maybe two colors to accent different areas. If you've added too much color to your metal plate, that's going to detract from your overall piece. It's going to start looking busy and it's going to be really hard as a viewer to look at your work. The only reason you should be adding color is to accentuate different areas of your metal plate. In this case, the only thing that I am coloring is the background. So I picked a very dark blue marker to accentuate the night sky. If you have any questions on whether or not you should add color to your piece, let's meet as a class, or I can also conference with you individually.